So our problem that we have today is that we have a large country and not a small country. So the small country does not have any effect on the world price, PW, but the large country, through its actions, does affect the world price. So what we're trying to do in today's problem is to look at what the effects are of the large country on what happens to the rest of the world. And the way to think about it is, as I said in class, when the small country imposes a tariff or a quota, this has no effect on the world price. When a large country imposes a tariff or a quota, this reduces demand for the product, in particular reduces demand for imports, and if demand falls, as you know from your Econ 1, if demand falls, then the price will fall in the rest of the world. And so that's the effect that we want to think about today. So the problem that you had was the large country had supply equal to 3P plus 2, and had demand equal to 50 minus 3P. And you could easily solve this for the equilibrium price in autarky. The equilibrium price in autarky would be equal to 8. So if you plug 8 back in here, you have 24 plus 2 is 26. And if you plug 8 in here, you have 50 minus 24 is 26. So at a price of 8, supply would be equal to demand in the domestic, in the large country that we're considering to be our country. If we go to the rest of the world, so we have the large country and the rest of the world had a supply equal to P plus 5 and had demand equal to 20 minus 2P. So we had a situation there where the price in the rest of the world in autarky would be equal to 5. Again, if we plug that in here, we get 20 minus 10 is 10, and if we plug it into the supply curve, we have supply equal to 10, so the price of 5 makes supply equal to demand in autarky in the rest of the world. Since the rest of the world's price is lower than the large country price, the pattern of trade will be that the large country imports from the small country. When they open up for trade, they have it's like there's a single market, and we have to calculate what the price would be in that single market. So it's like we're adding the total demand together. So the total supply will be equal to 3P plus 2 for the large country and P plus 5 for the rest of the world, and demand will be equal to 50 minus 3P for the large country and 20 minus 2P for the rest of the world. And the global equilibrium, supply is equal to demand, so we'd have 4P plus 7 equals 70 minus 5P, and so we would get 9P equals 63, and the world price, if they open up for trade and there are no barriers to trade, would be 63 divided by 9, which is 7. So that would be the price in the absence of any barriers to trade. At a price of 7, then you can calculate how much would be imported from the rest of the world by the large country. So supply would be equal to 3 times 7 plus 2 equals 23, plus 2, 23, and demand would be equal to 50 minus 3 times 7 is 21, so demand is 29, so imports equals 6. And we can then double check that exports will be equal to 6. So if we go and look at supply in the rest of the world is equal to 7 plus 5, 12, and demand is equal to 20 minus 2 times 7, 14, which is 6. So supply is equal to 12, demand is equal to 6. So exports from the rest of the world indeed equals 6. That it has to, because that's how we solve the problem. So we have a world price of 7 and exports of 6. Exports equals imports of 6. Now the question that we ask is, well, what happens if there's a tariff? And the way that the tariff operates, and I think I misspoke at the end of class today, and I apologize for that, I was in a rush. In the tariff, the domestic producers and domestic consumers will face a price that's the world price plus the tariff. That's the price that they receive. So we have the foreign suppliers supplying according to P plus 5, and the domestic suppliers supply according to 3 times P plus the tariff plus 2, because the domestic suppliers get to sell at the protected price, whatever the world price is, plus the tariff. So that's total supply, and total demand. Domestic consumers have a demand equal to 50 minus 3p plus t. They have to pay whatever the new price is, the new domestic price, which is the world price plus the tariff. And foreign demand is equal to 20 minus 2p. So we can simplify all of this. We have 4p plus 7 plus 3t equals 70 minus 5p minus 3t. And we could go in and substitute the t for 0.5 and then solve for p, or we could write an expression of p as a function of t and see what the world price will be for every different tariff level. So I'm going to try to, don't think I can, sorry. I know that was confusing there. I tried to do something that I think I can't do. I thought I could slide it down. So I'm going to have to erase. If we have the t is 0.5, then we have 4p plus 8.5 equals 70. Well, I'll let you calculate it out. You can find what the value for the world price is according to a tariff of 0.5. So that's how you solve the problem. You'll notice that the world price is now lower than the 7 that it was before. The tariff has reduced demand and hence has reduced the price. So the large country gets a little bit of an extra benefit when it puts a tariff on, which is that it makes the world price lower. In effect, it's acting like a monopsonist, and it's using monopsony power. That is, it's taxing itself to reduce demand, which makes the suppliers offer a lower price. And there are cases, it's possible to construct a case, where the reduction in price actually makes the large country that's putting in the tariff better off. That's called an optimal tariff, when a country uses its market power as a really big buyer to extract surplus from the sellers. That's it for now. Thanks for listening.